Hey guys, how's it going? Everybody have a great weekend? I feel like my voice sounds kind of funny right now. What's that about? Michaela, how's it going? Mitchie, I see you. What's up? Wait. God, Star Rail music is so loud. Why is it so loud? Turn that down. You can't hear it. I can hear it. Let me change something here real quick. Not what I wanted. I want to get this done today, hopefully, so I can start the next one soon. Okay. I changed some stuff. Yeah, suddenly my voice is kind of weird, so hopefully that's fine. Hopefully it's fine. I life is so crazy. I looked over at my stream deck and I was like, why did I look at this? Why did I was gonna push a button and I couldn't figure out what button it was. It was my desktop audio. I don't really remember what was going on besides monkeys. How was everyone's weekend? Mine was bad. I hope everyone else's was better. Game server will be down. Oh, shit. For maintenance at 1600 UTC. What is that in my time? I gotta Google that. Do 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 do. That sounds stressful though, Michaela. Wait, let me Google time zone. Acheron, please stop making those sounds. Stop it. You don't need to sound like that. Yeah. What's today? The 3rd? I'm confused. Bop. So is that tomorrow? Whatever. I'm gonna play until I figure it out. See the official notice for details. Where's my mouse? Where's my mouse? Where's my mouse? Why is everything wrong? Why is everything wrong? Where's my mouse? How are there 3.0 leaks already? Where's my mouse? Buddy, don't do this to me. It's not cool, man. That's good. I don't want to know that. Where's my fucking mouse? I'll just use my other one, I guess, even though I just bought this one. This one work? Nope. Am I gonna have to fucking do something? Alright, 1 second. We're going back to chatting. Where's my fucking mouse? There it is. There's one of my mice. Okay. Thank you. No? Jesus Christ. Okay. We good. Oh. Bringing your friends along, Mitchie? That's great. Alright, we've got this working again. I was like, it wasn't showing up on OBS, and I was like, where's my mouse? We're good, though. I love starting a stream off stressfully, you know? I love the stress. I love stress. It's my favorite. Why does this look like shit? You know what? It's fine. Do you guys remember what I was doing before? Because I don't recall. I don't recall. Awesome. We'd love... I missed getting... That's fine. Life does that, I guess. That's fine. I'm so good at missing things in Star Rail. What is happening? Wow, okay. Well, that's very fun. For me. I would love to know what's going on right now. You know? I would really love to figure out what the fuck is happening in my life at the very moment. Someone figure it out for me because I have no idea. What the fuck is going on? I'm gonna go crazy. I'm gonna go crazy. The universe does not, I'm not touching anything right now. I need to know what's going on. I have no idea what's going on. Neither of my mice are on right now. I turned them both off. They're both disconnected. Is it my keyboard? No. I think I found a weird bug. So we're gonna go back to chatting real quick. I'm gonna... Where's my mouse? My mouse is gone again. Alt tab. Oh, she's running now. That's so weird, bro. Alright, we're gonna start Star Rail over again and figure out what the fuck that was. Well, that was fun. That was really fun. That'll be a fun clip. That was great. Thanks, Acheron. That was really funny. Well... I love starting off strong. Moon's haunted. If it comes down to it, I'll play a different game. I've got plenty of games to play. I bought some new games during a Steam sale. I bought... what did I buy? What did I buy? Oh, I bought Dark Souls? We're gonna try Dark Souls again. Alright, we good? Alright, we're good. We gaming. Oh Lord, we gaming. That was, yeah, I think it was just, it might have been me. I had to restart. But it's fine now. We're all good. Hopefully it doesn't happen again. But that was funny. That was a good way. Oh, I can't go in that way. Unless I can. Good way to start the stream. That's definitely what I need in my life, is more stress. I don't remember, it was photography classroom? Okay. I don't want to see more of these monkeys, my dude. I don't want to see it. Oh, hello. She's dancing.
Banana!
Oh god. Banana. Banana.
Fail! Fail!
Oh.
Fail!
Fail. Me in school.
Laziness, 3 parts cuteness, and 2 parts playfulness at all!
Yo. Fucked up.
But I'm already doing the best I can, Charmony Banana Visor. It's so hard to play a monkey.
It's so hard to play a monkey. That's fair.
An utter disappointment to the monkeys! Maybe we should change the cast. Acting skills alone won't cut it. They need to adore Slim Banana with every fiber of their being. Banana!
I really do like that the voice actors are putting all of their energy into this, and they are not making it sound like they're not into it. They're really into it, and it's really, really bizarre.
Charmony Banana Advisor, I have a few candidates here. Perhaps they will be to your liking.
Mr. Rekka, his voice sounds familiar. Like he played a different character in Star Rail. I just can't put my finger on it. I want to say it might have been the guy who did the Ethereum Wars thing, but maybe not.
Oh, they seem to have potential. Banana. I hope you don't leave me disappointed.
Oh man. I could never be a voice actor. I would be too embarrassed. This is embarrassing to say. I'm so easily flustered.
Is this evil fiendling a dragon or a monkey? Monkey? No, I mean...
It's a T-Rex, baby girl.
Harmony, Banana
It's a
Advisor.
T-Rex.
How wonderful it is to have been scouted by Mr. Rekka.
Jesus Christ.
Have faith in a professional director's judgment. Have your scripts ready, actors. Show the Banana Advisor what you're capable of.
Banana Advisor. Banana Advisor. I don't get it. I don't get it. How do they do it? Oh my god, I'm not reading this. Get out of here. Why is everything in monkey gibberish?
Why, some banana monkeys are star. What else were you expecting? Meows and woofs?
Yes, please. I like those better.
Let's assign the actors to their roles then. The leading role of Brave.
I forgot
Monkey
about this
shall
situation.
be
Why? What is this?
Mr. Rekka, I want to try this role again.
You can't. You suck.
Banana. Ugh. Your earlier performance was disappointing enough.
Jeez. I still really want a model of these T-Rexes. Like, I would have a lot of fun putting these together, I think.
It's fine. Let's give this proactive actress one more shot. Brave Monkey is known for its can-do attitude too.
Brave Monkey.
Next up is Wise Monkey, who guides Brave Monkey.
Oh my
Your
god.
disposition makes you perfect for this role, Dan Hung.
Wouldn't it be great? I think it'd be such a good model.
As you wish.
I just can't.
And finally,
I can't take this
we have
patch
the
seriously,
villain,
and I don't
the
really
devil
want to.
of Stress. I'm confident you'll nail it, superstar.
The devil of stress? That's what I am right now. Literally, this whole game is that for me right now. This whole, like, first 10 minutes of stream was that. For real? Me as the villain? This character doesn't even have lines.
The role of a conflicted villain requires sublime acting. And improvised lines further demand a robust foundation in the art. You are
Robust.
the only one who can take on this most challenging role.
Stop flattering me.
Not so fast. What role do I play?
What role do I play? I don't know how people act. Acting is difficult. It's so hard.
Oh, it seems all the roles have been assigned.
Oh
But
no.
Yes, we'll need someone to narrate. Rapper the narrator. This is your role.
He's so over the top.
A lofty ninja hero relegated to the likes of a narrator? So be it.
So be it.
We'll begin once
He looks so
everyone's
evil.
ready.
Why does he look
The
so
assistant
evil?
Director's camera is ready to roll.
I'm ready to roll. Let's go. Please don't fuck up again. Nana Bloom-chan. Alright. I wonder if going through all this stuff is what made me fuck up. You taking selfies? Take a selfie with me.
Banana. Banana.
Banana.
Banana.
Oh my
it's you,
god.
Superstar. I'm so envious of you guys.
Okay, you'll get there.
Banana.
Banana. Banana. I really can't stand that. I can't stand it. I don't like it. Alright.
Seek, and you will find.
Yeah? Yeah, baby. I want you back, baby girl.
Fledgling actors, are you banana ready?
That must... Trying to figure out how to pronounce these stupid words has gotta be interesting. Ever ready.
Then get on stage! Mr. Rekka, get the cameras rolling, banana.
Banana. I should have a
Actors,
catchphrase like banana.
Take your positions. 3,
2, 1.
action!
Action.
Dreamscapes glowing, gold halls flowing.
Oh, this is
A
so
legendary beast
awkward.
about to get going.
Whoa, stop! What banana nonsense are you
Banana
reciting?
He's mad.
This is the ninja mantra. Embellishing words with ninja enchantments is bound to make the play 100 times more vivid.
I knew this student wasn't reliable. Forget it. Focus on Slumber Nana Monkey only. Nothing
want
else
to.
matters.
I want to slumber Nana go to sleep.
Then
I'm
I'll
tired.
continue. From the hearts of men, monsters arise. The banquet turns to scorched earth laughter to cries. A passing hero lends a hand. No surprise.
It's so awkward. She's not good at it.
I'm up next.
Sorry.
I have to come up with something obnoxiously conceited. Behold! the
Oh god, I hate this. I hate this so much.
The ultimate master, the emperor, an indomitable meme
Oh no. Oh no.
of the memory zone.
She did a really good job with it, but I am cringing. The secondhand embarrassment is too much.
Fail. Rein in your ego.
I will not. I will not.
Fail. Brave Monkey is the
Fail.
savior of our university. It would never utter such dainty banana gibberish.
Banana gibberish. The banana gibberish. Hold up. Alrighty.
So sorry, Banana.
Sorry,
Try that
banana.
again.
Phone, please charge.
Banana.
If I have to buy a new phone, I'm gonna go crazy. Damn, son. I need so many of those still. I keep getting duplicates.
Suffering and pain, the fruits
Oh
of
God,
blind
stop.
hate. A hero draws a sword ready for the fight to break.
Banana.
You're messing it up again. Brave Monkey hasn't gained the
Oh
power
my
to
God.
defeat the devil of stress at this point. How can it possibly have so
Let
much
me-
grit?
Let me know why I care. I don't care about this. I don't care about this.
I'll try again.
All right, we're gonna
It's my
skip.
turn now.
Say
I
something
should say
demeaning.
Something demeaning to Brave Monkey.
That's sad. Clara rules. I love Clara. Clara was my first 5-star, I think. Clara's really clutch sometimes. Maliciously spew swear words, provoke Brave Monkey.
A monkey trying to mimic heroes.
I hate it. Why did I choose
That
this?
fuzzy face of yours
No.
makes me want to choke. Get back to your cell.
Okay, skip.
A brilliantly ruthless rendition of the ninja mantra. Baseball bat
I
ninja.
forgot that we were baseball bat ninja.
Fail. How can you launch into a personal attack on our monkeys? Monkey fans will go into a riot.
Who's in 2.7? I know it's Sunday and Sunday. I hear Sunday goes hard though.
Banana.
I can't take this
The
seriously,
heroes
man.
down and out, defeat hanging in the air, but in walks the master with wisdom to share.
Banana.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Okay. Oh no. Yeah. Alright, I figured. I guess we're not playing Star Rail today, guys. Alright. R.I.P. Alt tab, my bye, bye bye. Alt tab, bye Star Rail. Goodbye Star Rail. It was nice knowing ya. Update, yeah. Alright, well, I tried. What have you got on Steam, baby girl? I guess I could play... I don't know. I was really kind of banking on Star Rail today. I could play Dave the Diver. Autumn sale. Autumn sale. Ayo, ayo. Ayo, ayo. What have I got in my Steam library right now that is actually installed? I did mention Bad End Theater on stream. Is that installed right now, though? It shouldn't take too long to install, right? I could play that. Install that. Not too much. Other than that, I just uninstalled a bunch of stuff. We've got Coral Island I could play. I could start Dark Souls. I could... Yeah, I'm downloading it. I've got... Play Hollow Cure again, but I don't know about that. I've got... I could start Nier Automata. And I could do some bot matches in Overwatch, but I'm still learning that again, so I don't think I'm gonna do that. Got Slay the Princess now, too. Ba-da-da-da, ba-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. They got Unpacking and Transistor, which I haven't played yet. Death Road to Canada. Yeah, I've been meaning to play Transistor for like 1,000 years. How long did it take you to finish Bad End, Mitchie? You think I can finish it in a couple of hours? I don't know if I want to do 2 streams of it. Like, if I'm not going for, like, full completion, is it pretty short? Cool. I think I'll do that then. I've got time. It's only been half an hour. Yeah, let's play Bad End Theater. I've got to change all my info now. Alright. Wow, I can't spell. Da. My voice is not super good for talking a lot right now, but that's okay. Oi. What tags can I put on here? Visual novel? There we go. Stupid maintenance. Alright. Please just work. Alright. Let me... Ba-da-ba-da-ba. Settings. Full screen. There we go. I would love, love to have a working. Hey man, full screen. Why you doing that? All right. Let me put my headphones on good so I can hear it. Welcome to Bad End Theater. On this stage, we shall be toying with fate. You will make many choices, unlocking darker and darker paths, all in order to witness a lovely variety of tragic events. I do love a tragedy. But first, allow me to explain how it works. I like the music a lot. To begin the tutorial, select whichever doll you'd like. Demon, human. Well, let's be human first. You control the human doll. You're a friendly little guy just minding your own business. How will you interact with the demon doll? This little guy. I'm a nice person. Aw, I died. You try to make friends with the demon doll, but it kills you in cold blood. How ruthless. You found your very first bad ending, but don't worry, the story need not end here. Let's reset the stage and try again. This chime? Whoa, this chime? Wow. T's really fucked me up. This time, try controlling the other doll. Okay. You control the demon doll. You're a fierce-looking guy just minding your own business. How will you interact with the human doll? I'm a nice person. Yay! You and the human doll are able to set aside your differences and become friends. Yippee! Why, this isn't a bad ending at all. I should have written out this possibility, just not suited to my whoa. I think I'm having issues with this font a little bit. It's just not suited to my theater whatsoever. Now that you know how the story goes, you can set the doll's behavior in advance. As you just saw, these behaviors will automatically be set to what you choose during your last playthrough. But now you can turn each one turn each one on or off without having to replay it from that doll's perspective. Yes, my theater actually doubles as a puzzle game! Woohoo! Now, try turning the doll's behaviors on and off to see the different outcomes. Okay. I see. Hostile. You control the human doll, you're a friendly little guy, just minding your own business. Check it. Oh, I fucked up, I think. Reset the stage. And then... No. Did I fuck up? Whatever, I'll figure it out. Alright. I guess we'll start here. You are the hero. You like to think of yourself as a pretty reliable and swell guy. So true. Your life has been rather ordinary, aside from the occasional heroic adventures, fighting evil monsters and whatnot. You are told a maiden from your village has been kidnapped and is likely being held captive at the nearby demon overlord's castle. Who even puts a village right next to where an entire demon army hangs out? You don't get it. You're happy to protect the townspeople, though. You were born to play this role. You head off on your adventure to rescue the maiden. But demon soldiers block your path. You could kill them to gain experience. Bravely slaughter the evil creatures. You make quick work of the vile creatures who stood in your way. You feel much stronger now. After a long trek, you make it to the castle's front gates. You're faced with an army of demons that all look very intimidating. There's no way to sneak past these monsters if you want to reach the Overlord. Let's just go full killing. You gather your courage. This is what must be done in order to rescue the maiden. These are all evil demons anyway. The world is much safer with them gone. That's what you tell yourself while you kill one after another on your way to the Overlord's chambers. The Overlord appears, demanding to know what the hell you're doing murdering all of her soldiers. You get straight to the point and ask her where the maiden is. She feigns ignorance, a convincing act, but you won't be fooled. If the maiden isn't here, then what happened to her? You can only see one answer. The Overlord definitely captured her. In fact, it's possible she's already been devoured. Thinking about that poor maiden's fate fills you with hatred. You fight the Overlord with everything you've got. You become strong from the hordes of demons you took down before this final battle. The Overlord is almost no match for you. You cut her to pieces. The Overlord has fallen. You breathe a sigh of relief, but your job is not yet finished. You search the castle, unfortunately, find no sign of the maiden within its walls. It's just as you suspected. She must have already been devoured. You feel hollow. A great evil has been banished from this world, but what does that matter if you were too weak to save someone? You stand alone amidst the carnage and ponder what it means to be a hero. You return to the Overlord's remains and wrap her head in your cape to bring back to the village. Surely your great victory will be celebrated. Failed hero end. Let's go! Reset the stage. Should I go to another character, or should I do the heroes one again, but better? A different way. There's 41 endings? That's a lot. Too much, perhaps. Perhaps too much. Ba 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 ba. Ba 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 ba. Ba 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 ba. I'm the hero. All right. Wait, back. Okay. I was born to play this role. Flee like a coward. Forgetting your pride, you escape with your life. But you can't return home now, your reputation will be ruined. You wonder how you'll ever be able to rescue that maiden all on your own if you can't even fight some lousy demon underlings. You'll take your chances at the castle. You're a hero after all, this is your job. After a long trek, you make it to the castle's front gates. You're faced with an army of demons that all look very intimidating. There's no way to sneak past these monsters if you want to reach the Overlord. I bet if I try to cut them down, they will kill me because I don't have any experience. But we're gonna go straight to this. You go up to the nearest demon and explain why you've come here. They stare you down and you feel very uncomfortable. But they seem to trust you and escort you directly to the Overlord's chambers. That was easy. The Overlord is alone. You ask about the maiden, but the Overlord doesn't seem to know what you're talking about. Was she really never here? You wonder what could have happened to her. The Overlord says that she wishes she could help you, but you're the first human that's come here in forever, at least that she knows of. You think of how you probably shouldn't trust her, seeing as she's a demon and all, but you can't really prove that she's lying either. You apologize for the intrusion and return home to your village. The maiden was never found. Ah, cool. Skip. Useless hero end. That's funny. Alright. Slaughters all the demons. Okay. Should I go to the maiden now? Tell me what to do, Mitchie. What do you want me to do? Music's so good. It's a bop. It's a bop. Overlord already? Okay. You are the Overlord. You live in a castle surrounded by your demon servants. It's a pretty cushy life, you think? Except for those pesky humans who keep killing members of your army. There's even a role called a hero whose whole purpose in life is just to dethrone you. What's their deal anyway? You've actively avoided pissing off the humans in hopes to leave you and your army alone, but they never do. You're still new to the whole Overlord thing if you're being quite honest with yourself. You don't really understand the politics of it. But you remind yourself, everyone is just doing their best to fulfill their roles. You won't let them bait you into being the evil Overlord they expect. You think you're pretty cool and mature to hold yourself to a higher standard like that. One of your underlings walks into your room, totally interrupting your thoughts about how awesome you are. They're saying something about how boring it is to stand in one place guarding the castle all the time, especially since no one ever comes here anyway. You see their point, but the way they're whining about it kind of bothers you. What to do with this underling? I want to be nice. I'm not mean. Give them a day off. You tell them to go take a break from the stifling castle atmosphere and refresh their dark soul. A day off should be fine every once in a while. They thank you and happily scurry off to do who knows what. You have nothing better to do today, so you decide to nap for a little while. Being the Overlord sure is great. I wish that was me. You're awakened by one of your underlings. A hero wishes to speak with you. He inquires about a maiden who was rumored to be here, but you've never seen her. Humans don't visit often, or ever really. As the hero takes his leave, you wonder why he totally trusted you there. Heroes traditionally kill demons. This guy seemed like he was bad at his job, in your opinion. Whatever, you're still feeling sleepy, so you go right back to your nap. One of your underlings is tearing your throat out. Whoa, that went really, like... that was like 0 to 100, man. You try to struggle, but you can tell you're already mortally wounded. What have you done to deserve this kind of ending? You remember now. You gave this one a day off, and this is how it repays you. You die wondering if you could have done anything to prevent this. Could have killed him. You could have killed him. That's what you get for being nice. This is why my boss is a jerk. Alright. Let's kill that guy instead. Skip. Tell them to get back to work. You give them a lecture about responsibility and unquestioning obedience. Your servants ought to do what they're told, whether they like it or not. They look really unhappy with you, but you're sure they'll thank you for this later. Venturing too far from the castle tends to spell death. You dismiss the underling and lie down on your nice and comfy Overlord bed. All that lecturing made you want to take a nap. You fall asleep pretty quickly. Just another one of your amazing talents is the Overlord. She's cool, I like her. Okay, maiden, you don't know anything about it. Believes you goes home, but to your surprise, he figured he might fight you, but you're glad to get back to your nap instead. And so you wake up to something completely unexpected. It's the same, okay, one of your underlings is tearing your throat out. You try to struggle, but you can tell you're already mortally wounded. What have you done to deserve this kind of ending? You curse at them, choking on your own blood. You die, wondering if you could have done anything to prevent this. Dang. Assassinated Overlord. This guy's a jerk. Alright, let's do Overlord with Dutiful Hero mode. Alright, skip. It doesn't matter. Give him a lecture about responsibility and unquestioned. Okay. I'm happy with you. Skip. You awake to a huge commotion outside. A hero has shown up and started totally murdering your soldiers. What the hell, guy? This game's funny. You rush out to the battlefield to confront this jerkwad. You curse at him and very rudely inquire his reasons for doing all this. The hero yells at you, demanding you return the maiden you're holding captured. You don't know what he's talking about, but you can't forgive his actions. You do battle with the hero, but he has grown strong from cutting down your army. You're unable to defeat him. With decisive swings, he stabs and cuts you into pieces. Aw, man. You fall. You have failed your subjects. You spit curses weakly. You wish you'd been stronger. Maybe you were never suited to be the overlord in the first place. The truth was, you were never that much more powerful than the demons who served you. It was the title, the control that gave you strength. These are your thoughts as you're swallowed by darkness. Womp womp. Conquered overlord. Alright, exit. Oh, I went the wrong way. I did the wrong thing. Alright. I got 4 out of 41. Let's do Maiden next. You're a maiden. You live in a very peaceful village next to a spooky demon overlord's castle. And look how cute she is. She's cute. You were told that you were fated to be captured by the overlord one day because you were a beautiful young girl. Demon overlords apparently love capturing those. Well, that's a fucked up thing to say to somebody. You think of how you haven't heard of that actually happening to anyone. But maybe the demons just haven't given... Whoa. Maybe the demons just haven't been given the opportunity. Who knows? You were in church. You pray to your god, asking why you have been born into this role of maiden. You respect the divine plan and all, but you're really just curious as to what the point of it is. You're impatient. Meeting a demon actually sounds pretty gosh darn exciting. Maybe you'd understand your role better if you were just to hurry up and get captured already. I think I see where this is going. You leave a note and venture forth to find a demon, just to, you know, see what happens. I knew it. Not long into your little adventure, a demon underling appears before you. It looks pretty scary. Introduce yourself. You tell the demon your name and explain that you're a maiden from the village. The demon suddenly jumps you and starts biting. A lot. How painful. This plan of yours was completely stupid, you think. Why couldn't you have been more patient? Why did you go looking for trouble? You aren't angry or anything, of course. This was all your fault for trusting a demon not to devour you on sight. This is your punishment for questioning fate, you guess? Bit by bit, you were swallowed by that demon until you are no more. Dang. Consumed maiden. Ewy. Alright, reset the stage. Reset the stage. I want to play the underling so that I can get a good ending for the maiden. We'll do this again. The underling is so feral. Shout for someone to come save you. You yell, but a hero does not come. Okay. Yummy! Alright. Reset the stage. We'll just do the underling now. You are a demon underling in service of the overlord. You aren't particularly strong, but not particularly weak either. This is what your friends tell you. Your job is to guard the castle and keep humans away. It is unbearably boring. Heroes rarely come all the way here to challenge the overlord anyway. It's a lot of standing in one place, staring into nothing. That's just who I am, Mitchie. I want everyone to be happy. You feel like you're gonna go crazy if you don't get a break. You decide to ask the overlord for a day off. She gives you an earful about responsibility and unquestioning obedience. You wait for her to finish her lecture before returning to your post. What does she know about anything? Who made her the boss of everyone? You complain about the overlord to your friends. He's just like me for real. They agree that she's kind of a snob and totally deserves to be kicked off her throne. You only wanted to vent your frustrations, but the conversation somehow turned into an assassination plot. Oh no. He was peer pressured into assassination. You should probably steer this in a responsible direction. Let's not. You tell your friends they were totally not serious about this whole thing. You're actually cool with the status quo. After all, life must be pretty dang good if the only thing you have to complain about is that you live so comfortably there's nothing to do. The others nod, but don't seem convinced. You say a coup d'etat would be more effort than it's worth. But you're still gonna be a rebel and sneak out of the castle. Your friends praise your mischievous ways. A change of atmosphere excites you. You spend some time rolling around in the grass, wild and free. As you make your way along the path to the nearby human village, you encounter a maiden. She seems very frightened and screams for a hero to come save her. You consider your options. Tell her to quit yelling. When the maiden realizes you're not going to hurt her, she regains her composure. Now she started talking to you like you're friends or something. You don't understand humans at all. You speak the same language, of course, which has always confused you. Because why is there conveniently only one language in the world? Good question. If demons and humans have independent societies, wouldn't it make sense for them to each have their own language? The maiden is going on and on about some kind of destiny she's trying to fulfill. The bottom line, from what you gather, is that she wants you to take her to the Overlord. Sounds like it could be interesting. Besides, you have nothing better to do. Satisfied with your day out, you take the maiden back to the castle and present her to the Overlord. The Overlord asks where you found this maiden, knowing full well that you left the castle when you weren't supposed to. You apologize for disobeying her, but hope that the maiden is an interesting enough present that you may be forgiven. The Overlord nods and says everything's cool as long as you always listen to her from now on. You're impressed with what an easygoing boss she is. You mention how you can't believe you and your friends even considered overthrowing her. Why would you say that? Oh no. She gives you a look and you say, that was just a joke, of course. She smiles and dismisses you. You decide it's about time for a nap. After a few hours of sleep, you're rudely awakened by the sounds of battle. You emerge from your room to find that a hero has slaughtered many of your friends and work associates. What a jerk! Avenge your fallen comrades. Save yourself. You look around at the lifeless forms of those you've known as far back as you can remember. You feel glad not to be in their shoes. You also feel guilty to be thinking that as you flee the castle, until you remember your role, not as an underling, but as a demon. This kind of thing is expected of you. Maybe you'll start a new life, far away from any humans or demons, where you'll live peacefully alone in some deep, dark forest somewhere. Let's go! We love deserting! Not the work associates! My co-workers, no! Alright. Diplomatic. Polite. Let's go. Skippy! Favor. You can... Oh. Hear her out. Is it gonna be the same, though? You're in a good mood and are rather curious about what the maiden has to say. Humans don't usually talk to you, so it's kind of exciting. You hadn't guessed it would be even possible to understand each other before now. Yep. You don't get to sleep long, your friends wake you up. Rude. One of them is stepping on you pretty hard. You ask them what their deal is. They say they're planning a whole revolution. They're gonna get rid of the current overlord and put a new ruler in place. They want to hear if you're in or out, and being a pretty lazy underling, you of course reply with, "That sounds like a lot of trouble. How about we just skip it instead?" Your friends question your loyalty to their cause. She's actually not so bad, you guys. Your friends seem pretty disappointed. They apologize to you, but before you can ask what they're sorry about, one of them suddenly seizes you. Someone who's still loyal to the Overlord really has no place in our castle. You understand, right? Their claws tighten around your neck. You don't bother to struggle. You're outnumbered. You already know how things like this end. This is a pretty messed up thing to do to a friend, you tell them. They slit your throat in response. Damn. Not my work associates. So rude. Reset the stage. Skippy. She's surprisingly cool with it? Nice. Alright, Skippy. Gobble. Maidens aren't the best meal, but you figure you should live up to your demon name and strike back against the humans. You start devouring the maiden without so much as a second thought. You feel quite proud of that. Other humans would surely praise you with curses if they were around to see. Oh man, if only someone could have been watching. Time to find an audience for your evil deeds. You wander into the nearby village. People are screaming and running away, throwing rocks at you and whatnot. You think that's pretty rude of them. You haven't even done anything yet. Okay. Put on a show. You attack the nearest human. He is old and weak, and his bones crunch delightfully. Your audience's screams grow louder. Applause! You think, hey, this is actually pretty fun. I should have taken revenge like this a lot sooner. As you continue your bloodthirsty dance, striking the villagers down, you fail to notice a sword-wielding hero running towards you. He takes you out in one swift blow. You're just a demon underling after all. As you die, you think, that was totally worth it. The curtain closes. Worth it. Worth. Alright, I like the underling stories so far the best. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Da-da-da-ba-da-da-da. So, let's see. If I'm gonna go back to Overlord and see if it changes now. Yep. Day off. Yep. You awake to a knock at your door. The underling from earlier brought back some company. It's a maiden from the nearby human village. She says her role is to be captured by you. The maiden then goes on to say that she's been getting very impatient thinking about her impending capture, so she came here to spade things along. You appreciate her honesty, but regret to inform her you never had any plans to capture any humans. She seems very disappointed by this. Perhaps I'm not performing my role well enough. How can I become more maiden-like? You don't really understand the question. You think this world puts way too much focus on destiny and junk. Just go home and stop worrying about it, you tell her. The maiden seems to be having a hard time wrapping her head around this. She insists that she stay and talk to you more. You feel warm inside as she looks into your eyes. This is the first time a human has looked at you without contempt. You wonder what to say. Let her stay for a while. You can't bring yourself to send this maiden away. She just got here. They're cute. You enjoy a nice long chat with her, sharing stories about your kind. She expresses her surprise that demons are not at all what she expected them to be. They should kiss. You're glad that she seems to have an open mind about these kind of things. You also bring up how you always instruct your army to avoid humans, as not to agitate them and get heroes sent out after you. That explains why the people of my village have been left unharmed. It's because of your orders, isn't it? We're very grateful. You're surprised to hear her thank you. You've always thought of humans to be violent and unreasonable. That's why your servants are always getting killed despite your efforts to leave them alone. But this maiden is different. You joke that maybe you've been lying to her this whole time, and that you were actually super evil all along. The maiden laughs at that, saying that she wouldn't mind being held captive here. The people in her village are a little exhausting at times, she says. You can't tell if she's into you or not. Why did that make me laugh so hard? No, I can't stop laughing. Classic. Classic. You can't tell if she's into you or not. You're interrupted by another human in your doorway. This time it's a hero. He was apparently searching for the maiden who was rumored to have been captured by your kind. Captured? Not at all. I only wanted to meet with the Overlord. Didn't anyone read the note I left behind? After everything is explained, the hero expresses his relief that the whole misunderstanding hadn't led to any horrible consequences. The maiden apologizes for causing trouble, and the hero asks her to return to the village with him. Confusing feelings well up inside your heart. You're surprised that you had one of those to begin with. You don't want the hero to take this maiden away from you. Oh, I want it to be good. I want it to be good. Let them go. You're certain that she'll return to spend more time with you. You just have to trust in that, you decide. With the hero and maiden gone, you plop down into the comfort of your luxurious Overlord bed. Your room feels so empty now. Is this loneliness? You hope your new friend will be back soon. You close your eyes for a while, until your door slams shut. Before you know it, everything around you is being engulfed by flames. What is going on? You try to escape, but something's blocking the door. You're having trouble forcing it open. What is this? Someone didn't want you getting out. Are you being usurped? They have zero foresight. What castle will they rule from if this one burns? You don't want to believe that your underlings have betrayed you, but this is no accident, those ungrateful bastards. You choke on the thick black smoke from the fire. You can't believe you're being done in by a bunch of cowards. You'll see them in hell. Oh no! A bad end in Bad End Theater? Can't believe it. Can't believe they would do this. Alright. 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 Wow. EBDB. Alright. But. I've only got 9 endings. I know. I was like, yay, maybe it'll be a good ending. And she's just sad. The bad ending's that she's sad a little bit. Nah. She die. Overlord gotta die. Alright. So, if we do guns blazing, not hungry, she'll get destroyed. Let's do this one. Skip. Stay up. Skip. Stay. Skip. You notice the sounds of battle have started ringing through your castle halls. The maiden is getting nervous, but you reassure her it's only your underlings roughhousing. No big deal. Good to know. Thanks, Michi. You know it's probably a hero, but you don't want to upset the maiden by telling her that. Your army will take care of it. It isn't long before the hero bursts into your room. But he shouldn't have made it here. Why didn't they stop him? The hero just stands there, unsure of himself. He is covered in demon blood. As the maiden speaks to him, trying to explain the situation, you move past the hero and out the door. You're not thinking clearly. Seeing your servants' bodies in pieces all strewn about your castle has really taken it out of you. Yeah, it would. It would. That hero did this? There's so much blood. Why? Why did he come for the maiden? Did he think she needed rescuing? There was no one for this hero to save here. There was never any harm meant to anyone. You were just talking to her. Why has it turned out like this? The hero starts babbling insincere apologies and excuses, realizing his wrongdoing. But you are far beyond hearing that kind of bullshit. You have had it with these humans always murdering your servants for no reason. You can no longer hold yourself back and lash out at the hero. When you regain control, there is nothing left of the hero. The maiden has fled in terror. You are alone. Wrathful Overlord. Let's go. Alright. Reset the stage. Maybe the hero was the villain all along. I think that is kind of implied. Alright. Let's see what these roadmaps look like. Okay. Wrathful. So there's this one. Diplomatic. Stay in chat. Okay, so that's gonna be the antisocial one. That end. Overlord. You gotta do possessive. Underling behavior. Disloyal. Okay. So I figured there'd be one for... Okay. Sometimes a hero is just bad. Well, let's just go through... Actually, I want to see the maiden's endings again. So she's got antisocial. Well, there's so many endings for the maiden. So many endings. I gotta do that. Okay. Wow, that's quite a series of events here. Alright. Let's just keep doing this one. You give them a lecture about responsibility, blah blah. You told that underling to do their job, not drag strangers into your room. Looks like they took an unauthorized breakaway from the castle. You scold them, but ultimately you're a little interested in this guest, so you let them off easy. The maiden, skip. Go home. You'd love to have all the conversations in the world with your new friend, but having a human girl here will definitely cause trouble. You put on your mean face and tell her to get lost. But the maiden turns out to be very stubborn. You don't want to hurt her, but you also really want her to leave in case something bad happens. This whole situation is asking for trouble, you think. Against your better judgment, you let her hang out for a little while longer. You enjoy a nice long chat with her, sharing stories about your kind. She expresses her surprise, skip. Keep her here. Oh, the maiden came here to be captured by you, didn't she? You'll grant her wish. You tell the hero you won't let him take her home. The maiden assures you she'll be back, but you don't budge. The hero is cautious now. You won't let her go. Maybe you demons are evil after all, and if you are, I'll be forced to vanquish you. You have no choice. You destroy the hero before he can steal your maiden away. She's frightened. You don't understand why. Didn't she say she prefers this place to her village? Now she doesn't have to leave. You take a step towards the maiden, and she backs herself into a corner. You don't understand. She wanted to stay here with you. The hero was trying to get in the way of that. You had to kill him. You'll be sure to keep this maiden very safe from now on. Womp womp. Selfish. Nice. Alright. Ba-dum, 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 ba-dum. Brrrah. Skip. No, you're sick of this overlord holding you and your friends back. You agree that it's time for a change of management. Your friends suggest maybe you should be the new overlord. You like the sound of that. You announce your first act of rebellion is to take that day off like you want it. Your friends aren't very impressed. You assure them that you'll talk more about the assassination thing when you get back, which satisfies them. You sneak out of the castle to have some fun. Skip. Skip. Avenge. Who does this guy think he is coming in here and killing everyone like some maniac? You lunge at him while he's busy driving his sword into the guard who sometimes brought you food whenever they noticed you were feeling kinda down. You liked that guard. You wish with all your demon heart for this hero to suffer for his deeds. You bite into him, tearing flesh from bone. Tastes like iron. The hero struggles. You feel his sword go through you. But there's no pain, only retribution. More of your comrades pile onto him as your consciousness fades. The hero is overtaken. Your army has won. You have earned your rest. Victorious! Reset. Okay. Try that again. I forgot to undo the thing. Overthrow, skip. You're out, skip. Okay, let's kill the Overlord. You tell them you were just joking and clarify that you're totally in it to win it. They say you were always terrible with jokes. Whether or not you actually feel like killing the Overlord, you know how bad it'd be to end up on the wrong side of things. And if this assassination deal doesn't pan out, you can always pretend you were innocent all along. But beneath your shield of faux confidence, you worry about what you're getting yourself dragged into. You follow your friends outside the castle to talk more about the plan. You're curious if they have any idea how they want to do about this. Whoa, I don't think that was words. I was like, blah, 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 blah. Say things correctly. They figured they'd just lock her in a room and set it on fire. What a stupid plan. That could go wrong in so many ways. You realize your friends are just a bunch of directionless thugs, useless without someone's guidance. Your guidance. There'd probably be casualties if you fought her head on, and while showy deaths make a revolution a heck of a lot more fun, it's probably the wrong way to go. Your friends agree and suggest that you play... Whoa, okay. Your friends agree and suggest that you play the assassin. You really didn't want to come down to this. But you can't back down now. You'll have to be the one to assassinate the Overlord. Besides, no one has any better ideas. You sneak up on the Overlord's room, but there's a couple of humans in there. You watch the scene unfold. You aren't sure why, but the Overlord suddenly cuts down the hero. She approaches the maiden you brought to her earlier. With the Overlord distracted, you figure this is as good a chance as any. You launch a sneak attack, getting her right in the back. She flinches, giving you enough advantage to take her down. You rip the Overlord apart until she stops moving. That was messier than you would have liked. The maiden mutters something. Whoa, the maiden mutters something from the corner. Thank you for saving me. It wasn't your intention, but it sounds like you did something heroic. You tell the maiden to go home. This place is dangerous. She follows your advice and leaves the castle. Your castle. You're the new Overlord. Let's go. That's not a bad end. It's a good end for him. You set the stage. Alright. Skip. Introduce. Skip. You tell them that you were thinking maybe you could understand your role better if you were already hurry up and get taken away by a demon already. The demon doesn't seem to have really been listening to you, which is a little irritating. They agree to take you to their master nonetheless. After a long walk to the castle, you were introduced to the Overlord. You explain why you've come, and she squints at you. It turns out she never had any plans to capture maidens or to do anything else that would agitate the humans. You wonder for a moment if she might be lying, but it doesn't really seem like it. Still, this doesn't make any sense to you. You've always been told that demons would one day seek you out, and something awful would happen. Then a hero would come to your rescue. You don't want to believe that you've been lied to all along. Maybe it's just that you haven't been maiden-like enough. You ask the Overlord what you should do to be a more suitable maiden, but she doesn't seem to understand. Just go home and stop worrying about destiny so much. She makes it sound so simple. This Overlord seems like the complete opposite of you. You want to learn more about her and how she thinks. You insist on staying to talk with her more. The Overlord shares many stories about demons with you, and little by little you realize they might not be the ruthless monsters you were raised to believe. As it turns out, she commanded her demons to avoid towns and villages. She didn't want to risk giving the humans any excuse to send a hero out after them. You realize that must be why you've never heard of any demons attacking your town. You expressed your gratitude to the Overlord on behalf of your village. She says you can thank her by telling the humans to stop raising heroes. She's tired of her servants getting killed off by them. You've always thought demons were violent and unreasonable creatures, but it seems the Overlord could say the same of humans. You may be different, but really, they're just trying to live their lives the same as you. You feel like you're starting to understand things a lot better. But maybe everything I've said was to deceive you and the other humans. What would you do if I turned out to be super evil all along? Even if she were to capture you now, you think this place is far more interesting than the way things are back home. You kind of like not being told to expect demons to come after you all the time. You feel free. Honestly, you've always kept it to yourself, but spending time with this Overlord has been very nice. You feel butterflies in your stomach, gay? As you think that, a hero enters the room. He looks so goofy. You're surprised to see him at first, until you realize he must have been sent to retrieve you. Confused, the hero asks you what's going on. You explain the situation, reassuring him that you were never in any danger. Live hero reaction for real. The hero expresses his relief that this whole misunderstanding hadn't led to any horrible consequences. You apologize for causing trouble, but really, didn't anyone read the note you left? Jeez. The hero asks if you'll return to the village with him to give everyone the news of your safety. The Overlord allows the two of you to leave, and you give her a little wave as you exit the room. You'll be back soon. You're about halfway back to the village when you feel something is off. Unable to shake your concern, you look back over your shoulder. You stop in your tracks, the castle's engulfed in flames. Is the Overlord alright? You can't return to the village like this, you have to know. You have to be sure everyone is safe. You've already taken off before the hero can even think of stopping you. You scan the fleeing demons, but the Overlord isn't among them. Against your better judgment, you rush into the burning castle to find her. You quickly reach the Overlord's room, but the door is shut tight. The handle is too hot to touch. You're too weak to force it open. You pound your fists against the door helplessly. What were you thinking? This is all because you'd forgotten your role. Only a hero could pull this kind of thing off. You start to cough. The smoke is too thick. You can hardly breathe. You realize you haven't got much time left now. You desperately head toward the stairs to save yourself. But the fire spread faster than you expected. You won't make it outside. You can't help but laugh. What a joke. A maiden saving the Overlord? If you just stayed true to your role, things wouldn't have ended like this. This is exactly the kind of punishment you deserve. You let the demon fire cleanse your rotten soul. Selfless Maiden and B? There's A? And A? I missed one then. Alright, I need to unlock whatever this is. Antisocial. Okay. Classic gay thoughts. Alright. What do I need? Do I need diplomatic? Possessive. Disloyal. Disloyal. No. 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 Alright. Let's go back to... How do I unlock certain things? What happens if I... Hero slays the demons. Hero flees from the demons. Maiden. How do I unlock the great outfits? Dutiful. Have I not gotten this end yet? Story. I thought I did that already. Did I not? Oh, I did. I'm just stupid. Okay, beautiful. Richie, how do I unlock these? Don't give up. Surely there's a good ending somewhere. Ah! Don't tease me like that. Meh. 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 Oi, 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 oi. Alright, skippy skip, 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 skip. Skip. The Overlord tells you again that you should get lost. How rude, you just got here. Obey. You don't want to cause any trouble, so you figure it's time to go home. Along the way, you encounter a hero. He asks you what you're doing. Don't you know the Overlord's castle is like right there? You explain everything that happened. The hero seems to think you're lying to him. He asks if you've been brainwashed by the demons. What nerve. You are very upset that this so-called hero would treat you this way, and leave in a huff. You return to the village alone. Everyone is very worried about you. They surround you with 1,000 questions, and you tell them your story. As you explain that the Overlord never had any intentions to harm anyone here, you notice the looks of uncertainty in the crowd. People are whispering things to each other while you speak to them. You are loudly interrupted by an older man. He rudely calls you a demon sympathizer. The crowd is growing unruly. You don't understand. You've only told them the truth. Do they not believe you? Everyone begins speculating what must have actually happened. They weave elaborate lies and ask you to prove your innocence. How could you have returned without the aid of a hero, they ask. You could not have possibly escaped the Overlord on your own without harm. You must be conspiring with the demons, trying to trick everyone into believing they aren't the horrible creatures we know them to be. So they say. Have the people of your village always been this blinded by their fears and hatred of things they've never cared to know? You wonder how you missed that before. You are seized by the crowd, and voices from all sides are calling for public execution. You are to be burned at the stake. You don't want to die. You wonder, would it have been better to hide the truth? You don't like the thought of that. You've always lived honestly, so why has this happened? Why are you being punished? You hear the dissenting voices of your family and neighbors, but they, like you, are powerless against the momentum. They can only watch as you burn, and you can only cry for them. You are so, so sorry. Executed maiden. Oh no. Reset the stage. Ah, I see. Obedient. Alright, let's look through here. Alright. Maiden chooses to leave when told. Bonk. Beautiful. Maiden returns to a village alone. Same bad end. Maiden meets the Overlord, antisocial, stays with the Overlord, dutiful. Okay. Was it antisocial? I guess it doesn't matter. It just is the same thing. Okay. Do I have to be polite? I guess it doesn't matter. No, 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 wrong. Alright, let's try again. Skip. Skip. His clothes are stained by a dark liquid. It's dripping from his weapon, too. You realize it must be demon blood. Something horrible has happened. Confused, the hero asks you what's going on. You explain the situation, reassuring him that you were never in any danger. The Overlord has walked past the hero and out into the hall. She's wailing. You can only guess what kind of horrible scene he's left for her. The Overlord tears the hero apart in retaliation. You watch silently, unable to scream. The Overlord, who you had just been getting along with so well, has killed another human right in front of you. It's clear now that you have been deceived by her sweet words. Demons are ruthless monsters after all. You somehow manage to slip past the Overlord and make it out of the blood-soaked castle. You never look back. Alright. Escaped maiden and a... Alright. Reset the stage. Oi, oi, oi. Oi, oi, oi. Okay. So that was... Not this one. I need this one. So... Oi, oi, oi. Oi, oi, oi. Oi, oi, oi. I need this. Okay. Hero finds the maiden. Overlord is upset. Apologizes. Okay. So let's... I see. Hero flees. Okay. Let's do that. Obedient. Yep. Was that what I needed? Was that what I needed? Obedient. Okay. Let's do this one. Alright, yeah. Lead like a coward. Bye. Yep. On your way to the Overlord's castle, you spot a maiden heading towards the village. She couldn't have come from the Overlord's castle, could she? This may be the exact maiden you're currently seeking to rescue. You approach her with curiosity. You ask the maiden what she's doing. Doesn't she know the Overlord's castle is like right there? It's dangerous. The maiden explains that she spoke with the Overlord, and it turns out the demons never had any diabolical plans to harm the village or anyone in it. Ooh. Believe her story. You have no reason to assume she's lying to you, even though her story is kind of hard to believe. You feel like you should trust her. You tell her you're pretty surprised that everyone has been wrong about demons all along. The townspeople must be informed of this immediately, and they're gonna kill both of them. The two of you return to the village. They had been so worried. They praise you for your bravery. But the maiden quickly sets the record straight. There was nothing she needed to be rescued from in the first place. The villagers look to you for explanation. You politely inform them that it isn't your story to tell. You merely ran into her on the way to the castle. She explains that the Overlord isn't interested in capturing maidens, or anything of the sort. The villagers turn to you again in disbelief. They aren't being subtle with how little they trust this maiden's story. You totally believe her. But to placate these fair citizens, you volunteer to speak to the demons personally, just in case. The crowd breaks into hush whispers. You're too busy thinking what a great and reliable hero you are to hear what they're saying. The town elder's voice breaks out. Whoa. Let's try that again. The town elder's voice breaks you out of your thoughts. He implores you to meet with the Overlord immediately and says they'll all keep an eye on the maiden until you return. I don't trust that. You figure that sounds alright, but the mood is kind of intense for some reason. Did you miss something? You aren't sure what's going on, but you get the feeling it might be bad to leave the maiden on her own. But she suddenly takes off running. Oh, you thought the two of you were in this together? Oh, her actions have convinced the crowd that she's obviously been a liar and a witch from the start. People are shouting for you to hunt her and her demon friends down already, but that doesn't sound like a very heroic task. You can't help but feel these people are wrong. It's up to you to catch up to her and talk to the demons in order to clear up this misunderstanding. You valiantly dash after the maiden towards the Overlord's castle. The air becomes dark and thick as you enter deep into demon territory. Evil miasma? No, you realize it's just normal smoke. You see the maiden ahead, but she's stopped in her tracks, the Overlord's castle engulfed in flames. You had only taken an eye off the maiden for a second, but she's already disappeared. You get closer to the castle, but the smoke is so thick now, you think of turning back. The maiden might need your help, but you can barely see. She could be impossible to find. She could have been lying to you all along. Was this a trap? Would it be worth risking your life on that chance? Your legs feel heavy. No, going in there would be suicide. You'll return to the villagers and tell them there was nothing you could do. You were too late. The maiden was claimed by the demons. Womp. Bystander, hero, and A. What, whoa. Reset the stage. Alright, we got trusting now. Let's see. So there's one more we can get here, I think. So we can... Okay. I need... more for this one. Yummy. Disloyal. Tyrant. Alright, tyrant, disloyal. Hongi. Castle. Disloyal. Bomb? Oh, bomb? Okay. Tyrant. Is that what I needed? What was it? Dutiful. We're just gonna uncheck dutiful just in case. Skip. Skip. Yum. Skip. Change your mind and leave. You figure if people are this upset at just the sight of you, they won't fully appreciate any terrible acts you'd commit. Also, they might fight back. That probably wouldn't end well. You're just one little underling after all. This little day out has been adequately refreshing. You return to the castle thinking you'll take a nap. You don't get to sleep long. Okay, I can skip this. They're very eager to talk to you about the whole kill the Overlord plan. You admit you hadn't given it much thought and only just now remembered it was a thing. Your friends question your loyalty to their cause. Okay, let's kill the Overlord. You tell them you're just joking. Skip. You sneak into the Overlord's room. She's taking a nap like usual. It's almost too easy. You silently approach your master. She looks so peaceful. Chicken out. You don't want to kill her. You can't go through with it. You turn to leave the room, but you find your friends blocking the exit. In a panicked whisper, you ask them to let you out. It seems to have been their way of testing your loyalty. You tell them this is pretty fucked up and ask again to be let out. The Overlord stirs in her bed while your head is turned. The demons shut the door. You scramble into the Overlord's closet to hide before she wakes up and sees you. There's nothing you could possibly say to explain this and survive. You're trembling. You can't believe those assholes would bully you like this. You feel like crying. Light flickers at your feet. It doesn't take you long to realize they set the room on fire. You hear the Overlord trying to get the door open to no avail. You're both trapped. Too afraid to move, you resign yourself to your fate. You and the Overlord burn together. Poor dude. Now I've got coward. Reset the stage. Let's go. Alright. I'm a hungry, disloyal coward. Let's go. Maiden has so many endings. Alright. We've got one more thing to unlock for this guy. Disloyal, antisocial, obedient, trusting. Okay. Bump. Day up. Disloyal. Okay. Alright, let's try this one. Skip. Hear her out. Skip. They seem to be getting along just fine, so you decided it's about time for a nap. You don't get to sleep long. Skip. Kill. Skip. You and your friends turn to notice the maiden from earlier has overheard your entire conversation. It'd be bad for you if the Overlord found out about this. Toss her in the dungeon. You and your friends seize the maiden and bring her to the dungeon under the castle. It's empty, save for the decorative skulls. They're only there to make it feel more spooky. The maiden is very upset. You leave her in the cell to continue scheming with your friends. But now a hero has arrived at the front gates. He's asking about a maiden, perhaps the very one you just locked up. The gatekeeper, who must have seen everything, tells the hero exactly what happened. What an idiot, you think. Why give the hero an excuse to start slaughtering us? The hero yells, "Prepare to face justice," and other such cliche hero lines before driving his sword into the gatekeeper's torso. You're small compared to a lot of your friends, so you're able to slip away without getting cut up by that sword. You get to thinking, if this hero took down the Overlord for you, everything might just actually work out in your favor. You wait for things to die down outside before poking your head out. You spot the Overlord and hero locked in battle. They've worn each other down, making this very easy for you. Once an opening presents itself, you hit the back of the hero's head, knocking him out. What are you doing? Couldn't you tell this was a duel? You don't respond. You have to carry out the assassination. You tackle her and rip her to shreds with your claws until she stops moving. You finish off the hero next. You can't let him revive and come after you later. Kind of a cheap victory, but it doesn't make any difference. Anyone who managed to survive comes crawling out of their hiding places. You're the new ruler of this castle. Your subjects bow before you. You live in fear that they will one day betray you, as you had betrayed your Overlord. Yeah. Let's go! Reset the stage. Alright, bad end. What do we got here? Okay. Trusting. Let's get whatever this is here, I suppose. We need to go antisocial, obedient, trusting, and then whatever this is. Okay. Light. Okay, we're good. We're gonna maiden. Skipping. Introduce. Skip. Obey. Skip. He's very surprised that demons don't seem to be as malicious as you were raised to believe. The two of you returned to the village, hoping to communicate this to everyone. They had all been so worried and were very glad the hero brought you back. You quickly set the record straight. You weren't rescued, because there was nothing to be rescued from in the first place. The villagers seemed confused and looked to the hero for an explanation. He tells them he only ran into you on his way to the castle, and that this isn't really his story to tell. You explain to them how you met the Overlord, and that she's not actually interested in capturing maidens or other mean things like that. The villagers look again to the hero for confirmation. You feel a little miffed that they seem to prefer his word over yours, but you don't say anything about it. The hero proclaims that he believes your story, but volunteers to go talk to the demons himself, just to make absolutely sure. The crowd breaks into hushed whispers. You hear words like trickery and demon sympathizer being thrown around, which makes you frown. You're pretty shocked that everyone's this hesitant to believe you. Does the hero even trust you? You aren't sure anymore. An old man implores the hero to go speak with the Overlord immediately. He says you should be held prisoner and considered dangerous until the hero returns. Much to your disbelief, the crowd agrees with him. Because, of course, if you are conspiring with the demons, they can't afford to let their guard down. The whole village would be slaughtered by monsters. The hero isn't saying anything. You'll be tied up and tossed into a cell at this rate. If you're going to be held captive by anyone, It's going to be the Overlord, not your fellow countrymen. Grab the hero and run. You boldly announce that you'll accompany the hero to prove yourself. You'd rather risk what's out there instead of staying in a village that doesn't trust you. This village does suck. No one seems to know how to react. You grab the hero by the wrist and take off before anyone stops you. Near the castle's entrance, you spy a group of suspicious demons congregating. They're talking about assassinating the Overlord. You have to warn her. But the hero shakes his head. He says that if this is the true nature of demons, the world is better off without them. This isn't right, you think. What kind of hero passes up the chance to save a life? The demons have taken notice of you. It's now or never. You take off into the castle and the unreliable hero follows shortly after. You burst into the Overlord's room, all of your words spilling out at once. You should probably slow down, but there's no time. The Overlord seems to have followed your frantic explanation, but clearly doesn't understand the urgency of the situation. The underling you recognize from before barges in, calling you a liar. You're surprised they were part of this evil plot. They seemed so nice. The other demons come in right after them, saying the whole thing was the first underling's idea. Everyone's shouting at each other now. It's really stressing you out. You are relieved when the Overlord demands silence. She threatens them with violence, and you think she is very Overlord-like in this moment. The group of demons hiss to each other before shutting the door, leaving the little one behind. You watch as it pounds on the door in distress. Have they locked you all in? You have a bad feeling about this? Aye. And thinking that must have jinxed it, because now the room is engulfed in flames. If only you had ignored these demons before, you and the hero wouldn't have stumbled into this situation. If you had just pretended to not hear them, if you left as you were told, only the Overlord would have been killed. But you couldn't have done that. That path isn't an option for you. You think that no matter what, you'll always strive for the path where everyone survives. It must exist. It simply must. The Overlord seizes her underling. They beg for their life. You pray. You don't know what else to do. So you just pray. The Overlord's claws pierce the underling's chest. They scream an awful scream. She digs and twists her claws into the poor thing while you continue to pray. But there's no saving any of you now. You, the Overlord, the hero, and the underling's corpse are consumed by flames. Yikes. That one was good. Let's go. Alright. Okay. We do that again without disloyal. What do we get? Okay. We need another... Okay, let's grab this one. We can go... Antisocial, obedient. Let her go. Let my people go. Diplomatic. Okay. And then we go bup, disloyal, bup, but okay. Okay. A day off, antisocial, allows the maiden to stay, diplomatic, let the maiden hero go, trusting, resolute, disloyal. Okay. Is that right? Am I stupid? Diplomatic. Okay. Oh no. Okay. Resolute. Do I need to do antisocial or no? Okay, I think we're good. Skip. Skip. Let them go. Yep. Did I fuck something up? I think I fucked something up. What did I do wrong? Did I miss something? Diplomatic. Trusting. Resolute. Oh, I forgot to make him disloyal. That's why. Should I have? Because it goes up, you get the day off, you stay in chat, diplomatic, and then it should go down. Let the maiden go, trusting, resolute. Right? I don't necessarily have to do the antisocial option. Like I could. I could, but I didn't have to. But I didn't make him disloyal, so I think that was where I went wrong. Let's try again. Yep. Day off. Skip. Yep. Yep. The maiden suddenly bursts into your room, accompanied by a hero. She's trying to frantically communicate something to you, but you're still half asleep. They tell you a group of demons is after your life. You still don't grasp the urgency of the situation. One of your underlings barges in next, shouting that the humans are liars. They're followed by another group of demons, crying that everything was that first underling's plan. Everyone is shouting over each other now, and it's very annoying. You yell for all of them to shut their traps. You have no doubt that your servants would let their ambition cloud their judgment and lead them to try to take your throne. Regardless of who led this conspiracy, I have no choice but to punish everyone to keep you all in your place, crushed beneath my heel. Saying that made you feel very Overlord-like. You aren't sure if you have the strength to back it up, though. Lately, all you do is sleep. The group of demons start muttering something about going back to Plan A and suddenly slam your door shut. You, the maiden, the hero, and one of your underlings are trapped inside. And in an instant, the whole room is in flames. The underling pounds on the door, cursing at their friends for betraying them. The hero pounds on the door as well, vowing to slay the cowardly demons on the other side. So this is how you'll die, burned alive in your own room by those you thought you could trust. You should have expected this from a bunch of idiot demons, though. You notice the maiden crying. Why does she have to die over something that has nothing to do with her? Perhaps she was cursed from the moment she spoke to you. You wonder if you're cursed as well. You're so filled with anger and frustration you don't even notice that you've grabbed the underling those traitors blamed everything on. They cry for mercy, saying that they were dragged into this plot knowing they'd be killed if they took your side. They cry that they didn't want to have to kill you. You almost feel sorry for them. Forgive them. You release the underling, killing them wouldn't make you feel any better. Besides, they've already gotten their punishment. You'll all burn together. Yay! Overlord's true end. Let's go. Before you're taken back to reset the story once again, you'll pause for a moment. True end, you say to yourself. What was the point of all my effort if the true ending is this terrible? You must have forgotten where you were. This is bad end theater. Is the pain setting in? Oh, but you should have been well aware of what you've been shown when you entered this place. It's a problem I've seen quite often. At some point, you grew attached to my little cast. You started to relate to their flaws, their plights. You started wishing for their happiness. But you aren't going to find that here in my theater, my lovingly crafted labyrinth of suffering. Anyway, I hope you'll pardon the interruption. You're making great progress. The choice to continue on to the next ending is always yours. I'll leave you to it, dear guest. Reset the stage. Alright, we're getting there. Halfway through. Okay. So we need to get this true end. We get... What time is it? How long have I been going? 2 hours? I have time to get some more endings. Before I get everyone's true ending. The hero apologizes for what he's done. The hero finds the maiden. The overlord is upset. Okay. Okay. I will. I just want to get a couple more of these non-endings. I can probably go for another hour. Unless you really want me to do the maiden's true ending right now, I can do that. Antisocial. Meet the overlord. Overlord. Dutiful. I need to get this. Diplomatic. Disloyal. Merciful. Okay. I could do that. You want me to do the maiden's true ending right away? Because I could do that. Oh, does that mean that this guy's true ending is him being disloyal? That's sad. Alright, I'll do that. Alright, diplomatic, disloyal, merciful. Alright. Skippy. Oh. The overlord spares the underling. You feel relieved, but does it make any difference? Will you all burn together? I don't know. I think I skipped something. Yeah. Da, 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 da. I skipped it on accident. Keep collecting bad endings for now. I'm actually gonna BRB for 2 seconds to get some water because my voice hurts now. I've been talking a lot. So I will be back in just a sec. Feel free to add some shit that I might need to know. But I will be just a minute or two. Alright, I'm back. We gaming, bruh. I made tea. I need tea for my throat. Alright. I do want to collect the other stuff first. I don't need to go straight to the ending. Hey now, why'd that happen? Weird ass. Alright. I don't need to see this one. Where's the loot? Oh, did she try to save him? True end. Alright. So what do I need to unlock this here? Whoop. Let's get some of this guy's stuff because I have not yet. She runs from me. Alright. Yeah, I gotta get him. I gotta get him. Antisocial. Dutiful. Obedient. Okay, let's do this real quick. This should be correct, right? Skip, beautiful. Skip. She runs for you some reason. You wonder what that's all about, but then you remember you're covered in demon blood. Not wanting to look like you're a crazy person chasing after her or anything, you nonchalantly walk back to town. As you walk past the town square, you notice the whole village is crowded around. Is that the maiden you saw earlier? She's bound to a wooden stake. The crowd is in a frenzy. Smoke begins to rise, and you stand idly by as flames consume the maiden. She must have done something horrible for her to deserve that. You decide to call it a day and return to your house, but you can't escape this sinking feeling. Maybe you aren't cut out for this role. Fair enough. Alright, reset the stage. Okay. No, shit. Skip. Skip. Please, skip. Can't be trusted. Oh, I guess I didn't do this one. You ask if you're sure about all this, she gets very upset that you think she would lie to you. Storms off before you can say anything else. You decide to return to the village, certain that she must have been the kidnapped maiden you were sent to rescue. Glad that took care of that. You take your time walking home. Job well done today, you think to yourself. As you walk past the town square, you notice the whole village crowded around. Is that the maiden? Yeah, okay. She seemed nice, though, you think. But evil comes in all forms, you reassure yourself. You decide to call it a day. Alright. I didn't mean to do that twice, but it did happen. Alright, reset the stage. Okay, we need this end. Seems should be easy. We do beautiful, beautiful. Maiden Overlord is upset. Hero apologizes for what he's done. Bad end. Or he doesn't apologize, I assume. Cool. Okay, let's just do... What did I need? Beautiful? Why do I keep looking at these and then not understanding what I need to do? I'm like, yeah, this is easy. I know what I need to do. Skip, skip. Beautiful. Yep. You find the maiden being held captive by the Overlord, just as you suspected. But for some reason, you can't sense anything sinister happening. You look at each other in surprise and confusion. This is no time to hesitate. Destroy the Overlord, heroic. You lunge forward, driving your blade through the evil Overlord. She screams and falls silent. The Overlord has been slain. You smile, offering the maiden your hand. She takes it after slight hesitation. She must be surprised at how strong you are. You escort the maiden home. She's oddly quiet on the trek back to the village. She must be too shy to speak. The villagers are very pleased with what a good job you've done, slaying the overlord and saving a hostage. They throw a huge celebration in your name. You are remembered for generations as the greatest hero the village has ever seen. Wow. Triumphant hero. Alright. More endings. I need to unlock whatever last thing she has. Overlord stays with the Overlord. Beautiful. Heroic. Cool. Da, 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 da. Cool. Let's do that one. Skip introduce yourself. Skip. The hero suddenly dashes towards the Overlord's sword drawn. Protect her. You selfishly throw yourself in front of the hero's blade, acting as a shield. It's funny, you think you never could have imagined this would be the way that you die. The roles are all switched around, but it feels right to you somehow. You're glad your destiny turned out to be saving someone rather than being saved yourself. As your vision fades, you hope that everything turns out alright for your new friend. It doesn't. Don't worry. Don't worry, it doesn't. Alright. I unlocked all of the things. I did them all. Now this should be easy. Easy peasy. Okay. Let's get this one. Okay. Alright, skip a beautiful skip. Beautiful skip. Ask the maiden what's going on. She explains that she came here on her own and was never in any danger. She hesitantly asks why you're covered in blood. Yeah, friend in quotation marks. You don't know how to respond. The Overlord moves past you and out the door to see her army in lifeless, bloody piles. She's wailing. It's horrible. This is your chance, hero. This is all just a big misunderstanding. You hope that she'll let this whole thing slide if you could just explain yourself. You really try, but the Overlord is inconsolable. She tears you apart, and the maiden watches in silence. As you die, you can't help but think you probably deserved this. Yeah, a little bit. Alright. Alright. No, fuck. Every time. Oh, the Overlord and Maiden seem to be in the middle of some casual conversation when you barge in. You all look at each other in surprise and confusion. This is no time to hesitate. I mean, this is just the easiest way. Skip. Reset the stage. Alright. I forgot to look at the endings. I need... Okay, martyr. I need to do the martyr ending. Beautiful. Heroic. Okay. I don't need to do that. Alright, skip. Beautiful. Beautiful. Destroy the Overlord. You lunge forward to put an end to the evil Overlord, but your blade pierces the maiden instead. She has sacrificed herself to protect this demon. It takes you a moment to recover from the shock. The Overlord wails. Why did you do that? You're not sure if the question is directed at you. The Overlord strikes at you in a vengeful rage. You parry, and she is slain. Your sword feels heavy. You look at your hands, your clothes. Blood. So much blood. You look to the fallen maiden, wondering what to tell the townspeople. Why would she protect the Overlord? She must have been brainwashed by demonic magic. You pick up the Overlord's head, wrapping it in your cape, and begin your long journey back to town. You will say that you were too late, that nothing could be done for the girl, When the Overlord is slain, there will be celebration. Womp womp. Yeah, I know it doesn't, but I just think about it. I'm like, oh, I gotta click this, and then I don't need to do that. Okay, I need to do... how many of these left? Possessive. Diplomatic. Fleet. Diplo. Possessive. Okay. Cool. Alright, skip. Flee. Skip. Skip. It was a pretty dangerous thing of her to do, but no one got hurt, so at least there's that. You ask her to return to town with you to reassure everyone of her safety. But the Overlord objects to this. The maiden tries to tell her that she'll come right back, but the Overlord refuses to hear it. The maiden seems nervous. As a hero, it's your job to mediate situations like these. You tell the Overlord that if she doesn't let the two of you go, you'll have to assume she's evil. You'll be forced to vanquish her. You leave me no choice. The Overlord pauses before suddenly jumping you. You are helpless as she disembowels you with her claws. How horrible. You came all this way only to be met with this cruel fate. You should have destroyed these evil creatures while you had the chance. Your dying wish is for the maiden to somehow make it out of this alive. Womp womp. Naive hero end. Reset. Alright, what's next? I gotta get this one. We're gonna go antisocial, obedient, trusting, disloyal captor. I guess it doesn't matter which. Okay, obedient, trusting. Okay. Bam, let's go. We're getting all these things. We're gonna get them done. Skip. Oh, I forgot what I'm supposed to do. You right, you right. Can I go back? Okay, that's fine. Skip. Skip. Okay. He's at the stage. Oh, I forgot. Oh, I forgot. I don't remember what I'm supposed to do. Antisocial. Okay, flee. Obedient. Trusting. Gotcha. Maybe. Maybe. Flee. Trusting. Yep. When you reach the gates, you ask the demons if they've seen the maiden. They have. They inform you she's being held in the dungeon at the moment. She trusts them, and in return, they lock her up. So demons are truly evil beings after all. You demand they take you to her, but they do not let you pass. You should have expected as much from these unreasonable creatures. You know what you must do. You thrust your blade through the demon before you and rush the castle alone. You're the only one who can save the maiden now. What the fuck are you doing, killing all my soldiers? The Overlord is angry. You vow to exterminate her and all of demonkind. You clash again and again, but the Overlord isn't going down easily. You're both dangerously low on health when everything goes black. Your quest has come to an abrupt end. Unlucky. That sucks. Alright. God damn it. Every time I forget. Every fucking time. Yep. Yep. I want to go up here, and I'm like, I gotta click on this guy so I know. Alright, he's just got this one left. Okay. Diplomatic. Disloyal. Okay. Story, flee, diplomatic, disloyal. Okay. Alright, skip. Flee, skip. Diplomatic, skip. Skip. The Overlord allows the two of you to leave and you casually exit the castle. Look how cute she is! Aww. You pause when you see a group of suspicious demons standing near the entrance. They're talking about assassinating their Overlord. This proves to you that demons really are foul creatures. We have to tell her about this. You don't understand what the maiden is thinking. The world is better off with less demons. They're all cold, ruthless creatures that should be destroyed. And those same creatures have just noticed you eavesdropping. The maiden takes off into the castle, and you have no choice but to follow. You burst into the Overlord's room. The maiden frantically tries to communicate what you just overheard. A demon underling barges in next, calling you liars. It's followed by the group from the entrance, who shifts the blame back onto the little one. These demons only care about themselves. How low can they be? You begin shouting at them, and the whole room dissolves into noise until the Overlord yells for everyone to shut their traps. She threatens them with violence. This Overlord is no better than her subjects. You grip your sword tightly. If you have to cut through everyone here to get this maiden to safety, you certainly will. The group of demons hiss to each other before shutting the door, leaving the runt of their litter behind. You glance around for another exit, but there isn't one. You have a terrible feeling about this. In an instant, the whole room is in flames. What kind of demonic magic is this? The underling pounds on the door, upset that it's been betrayed. You join it, vowing to slay the cowardly demons on the other side. The next moment, the Overlord has taken hold of the underling. It's crying for mercy. She thrusts her claws into the underling's chest and it lets out a horrible scream. You back away. You won't be the next target of her rage. She continues to dig and twist her claws into its limp body. You can no longer watch. You look to the maiden. She's crying, hands clasped together in prayer. You have to have faith in a time like this. You envy her. The two of you, the Overlord and the underling's corpse, are all consumed by flames. Let's go! Alright. Reset. That's all of those. I have all- shit! Fuck! Every time! Okay, stupid ass. Do I have... Alright. Well, what time is it? I'm gonna go ahead and get everyone's true endings, and then I'll get the rest of the endings after I'm done with the game. Just because there's only a couple that I need to do. And I don't want to do them right now. Alright. Alright. Yep. 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 Is she gonna kill it as retribution? It continues to cry and make excuses, but the Overlord does nothing. To your surprise, she lets it go. Are demons capable of mercy? You guess it doesn't matter now. You'll all burn together. Yay, burning! Hero's true end. No matter the perspective, the true ending remains the same. That's what makes it true. You couldn't resist seeing it for yourself, though, could you? I wonder what will happen when you collect them all. Will you give in to despair, or... A letter flutters down from beyond the curtain. You found lost letter number 1. Reset the stage. Alrighty. What's that? My love, it just isn't fair at all, is it? For them to force us apart like this. It's unreasonable, cruel. I had to find an outlet for this grief somehow. So I decided to write it, and I'll keep writing until the day you find me once more. And then maybe we could write a story together. I'm waiting for that day. Forever yours, Tragedy. Let's go. Bad end. Bad end. Alright, we got disloyal, antisocial, obedient, trusting, resolute, merciful. Underling gets involved in a plot to dethrone the Overlord. Oh, well now I want to get all of the endings. God damn it. Fine. The Overlord, antisocial, obedient, trusting, disloyal, captor. I need a notepad over here. Antisocial, obedient, trusting, disloyal, captor. Trusting. Skip. 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 No, I did it wrong. I did it wrong. Silly. Silly. Skip. Skip. Obey. Skip. Leave on your own. You can prove yourself without anyone's help. Make a run for the Overlord's castle, leaving the hero behind. A suspicious group of demons stands just outside the entrance. They're talking about assassinating the Overlord. They immediately notice you overheard them and decide to lock you in the dungeon before you can cause any trouble. You cry out, but the demons ignore your protests. You can't believe you escaped possibly being thrown in a cell back in your village only to be tossed into this awful place. This is terrible. Who's going to keep these demons from harming the Overlord? You hope she can fend for herself. You sure can't. You hear the sounds of battle echoing through the halls outside. Did the hero follow you? If he's out there, your cries don't reach him. After a while, the violence seems to die down. It's impossible to tell what's happened. You continue to wait, but no one comes for you. Unable to escape, you rot in that cell. Oh no. Imprisoned maiden. Alright, reset. Bad end. And then I need to get this one, which is just disloyal and not captor. Gotcha. Let's go. Skippa. Skippa. Obey. Skippa. Leave on your own. Skippa. They immediately notice you overheard them. The underling you recognize from before is the first to do something about it. This is just the way it has to be. They suddenly attack you. In that moment, you regret ever having trusted the demons. You die instantly. Slaughtered. Alright. Reset. Okay. I need this one now. Stays with the Overlord. Dutiful. Heroic. And then this other one here. Okay, I didn't actually get this one. Dutiful and heroic. Antisocial. Disloyal. Cool. Skip introduce. Skip. Do nothing. The hero's blade pierces the Overlord and she lets out a horrible scream. You flinch. The Overlord is slain. The hero smiles and holds out his hand to you, saying it's time to go home. His glove is drenched in blood. Hesitantly, you take his hand. The hero guides you through the castle, past the corpses of his enemies. You try to keep your eyes at your feet. No. Whoa, come on, man. There's blood everywhere. You shut your eyes, but even then you can't escape the smell. All of this was because of you, wasn't it? You exit the castle and the hero leads you back to the village. Everyone celebrates the hero's great triumph over the demons. You feel sick, but you take part in the festivities regardless. Complacent maiden end. Hey yo. Hey yo. Beep bop beep boop bop. Come on, why does it do that? Why is it doing that? Why does it do that? I don't know. Reset. Trying to figure it out, man. Bad ends. Alright. One more maiden end. Diplomatic, possessive. Alright. We're getting them all. Skippa. Skippa. But the Overlord objects to Hero's suggestion. You tell her you plan on returning soon, but she isn't having it. You feel nervous. The hero puts on a brave face for you. If you won't let her go, maybe you demons are evil after all. And if you are, I'll be forced to vanquish you. You leave me no choice. Hey, how are you doing? The Overlord suddenly jumps the hero. She tears into him with her claws. You want to cry out, but the scream catches in your throat. You watch because you can't look away. Had she really been lying to you all along? You wonder, is this your punishment for questioning the divine plan? The Overlord approaches you now. You back yourself into a corner. Her expression is complicated. Being captured by the Overlord in a horrible way like this was your destiny after all. She vows to keep you very safe from now on. You're afraid to find out what that means, but there's no one left to save you. You belong to the Overlord now. Hey man, how's it going? Thanks for stopping by. Mitchie said you would stop by today, and I was like, wow, thanks for bringing people over here. A letter flutters down from beyond the curtain. You found lost letter number 2. Alright, number 2. Let's go. My love, I finally fulfilled a childhood dream of mine. Yes, that's right. I opened up my very own theater. You would be so proud if you could only see it. I know how much it would have meant to you to be at my side on opening night. I'm sorry for going ahead without you. But I thought, if my theater could become world famous, then maybe you just might hear of it, wherever you are. Forever yours, Tragedy. Alright, bad ends. I need to get just this one. Resolute. Trusting. Obedient. Antisocial. Disloyal. Gotcha. Obedient, resolute, trusting. Okay. Merciful. No? No! What am I doing? I need this one. Resolute, trusting, obedient, antisocial. I'm just that cool, I guess. Everyone wants to talk about me. I appreciate that. I try my best to be interesting, but I don't think it works so well. Antisocial, obedient, resolute. Oi, 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 Skippa, Skippa. Hear her out, Skippa. Okay, let's kill the Overlord, Skippa. When your friends turn to notice a pair of humans have overheard your entire conversation. They take off into the castle. Are they headed to the Overlord's room? Fuck. The Overlord will kill you for sure if she found out you were conspiring to take her out. You dash into the castle after the humans. Sure enough, the maiden's already frantically telling the Overlord everything. You shout that the humans are liars. Your friends soon arrive to back you up, except they don't. Instead, they blame the whole thing on you. They cry that it was your idea, and that they were just going with the flow, too scared to refuse your crazy plan. You can't believe they'd tell the Overlord such a blatant lie. You always knew better than to trust them. You're the one who didn't have a choice here. You all shout at each other until the Overlord demands silence. Regardless of who led this conspiracy, I have no choice but to punish everyone to keep you all in your place, crushed beneath my heel. She sounds tough, but lately all she does is sleep. You doubt her strength. You hear your traitorous friends mutter something about going back to Plan A, and suddenly the door slams shut. You're trapped in here with the Overlord and the 2 humans. And then the room bursts into flames. You pound on the door, screaming curses at those who betrayed you. The hero joins you, vowing to slay the lot of them. You wish he'd get that chance. The Overlord grabs you by the throat. You cry for mercy. You were forced into this mess. You're sure now that they would have killed you if you'd sided with her. But the Overlord doesn't hear your pleas. She drives her claws into your chest. At least she made it quick. Ah, dang. Reset the stage. Alright, I just need his bad end, or his true end. And then I've got all the ends. Oh, fuck. Every time. Fuck. Come on. Alright. Okay. Oh. One of your underlings, the maiden screams. Your servant tackles you. I got another ending without meaning to. Tearing you apart with their claws, you struggle to retaliate. They've done too much damage. You can barely move now. Your blood is everywhere. You can't believe this has happened to you. Why has this happened to you? You have been slain by your own underling. Yeah, that happens. Cool. I didn't mean to do that. But I got an ending anyway. I can't believe they've done this. Alright, dutiful, heroic. Yeah, okay. Dutiful, heroic. Murder, okay. Dutiful, heroic. Yeah? I think that should be it. Skip. Your day off, skip. Stay for a while, skip. You feel a sudden sharp pain through your back. You look down to see a blade protruding from your chest. Oh, that was careless of you. So this is how you die. Stabbed in the back by some cowardly hero. What a joke. You're supposed to be the ruthless one. That's right, humans can't be trusted. Not if this is what they're capable of. You should have remembered that before letting one in. You watch the hero takes the maiden's hand, leading her through the sea of corpses. Whoa, leading her through the sea of corpses he'd left in his wake. Captured by a demon, at least she got what she came here for. You join your army in eternal slumber. Alright. Reset. Martyr. We can do the same one again, and this time it'll be better. Skip. 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 The maiden shouts something behind you, and you turn just in time to see her throw herself between you and the hero's blade. It pierces her chest and she falls to the floor lifeless. As the pool of blood beneath her grows, so does your rage. This hero has taken everyone from you now. You lose control. And the hero is obliterated. But your hatred for the humans has not yet been sated. You go on to destroy them all and become ruler of the entire world. That seems like a good ending. Vengeful Overlord End A. Reset the stage. Alright, what have we got left for you, baby girl? Just this one. Cool. Alright, this one I need... antisocial, obedient, trusting, resolute. disloyal. Disloyal. Wop, wop, wop. That's right, right? Obedient, trusting, resolute, disloyal. Okay. One more. Stop texting me. Sorry. Stop it. My wife's texted me and she's like, I'm watching YouTube and now I kind of want an air fryer. And I'm like, babe, no, we don't have room for an air fryer. We can't be like this. We're not doing that. All right. Skip. Day off. Skip. Skip. The maiden does what she's told and takes her leave. You figure you may as well go back to bed now. But you don't get to rest for very long. The maiden suddenly bursts into your room accompanied by a hero. She's trying to frantically communicate something to you, but you're still half asleep. They tell you a group of demons is after your life. You don't grasp the urgency of the situation. Thank you. I appreciate that. I really try really hard to make it sound nice. Thank you. That made me really happy. Sorry. I'm good. Thank you. You don't grasp the urgency of the situation. One of your underlings barges in next, shouting that the humans are liars. They're followed by another group of demons, crying that everything was the first underling's plan. Everyone is shouting over each other now, and it's very annoying. You yell for all of them to shut their traps. You have no doubt that your servants would let their ambition cloud their judgment and lead them to try to take your throne. Regardless of who led the conspiracy, I have no choice but to punish everyone to keep you all in your place, crushed beneath my heel. Saying that made you feel very Overlord-like. You aren't sure if you have the strength to back it up. Lately, all you do is sleep. The group of demons start muttering something about going back to Plan A and suddenly slam your door shut. You, the maiden, the hero, and one of your underlings are trapped inside. In an instant, the whole room is in flames. The underling pounds on the door, cursing that they're friends for betraying them. The hero pounds on the door as well, vowing to slay the cowardly demons on the other side. So this is how you'll die, burned alive in your own room by those you thought could trust. You should have expected this from a bunch of idiot demons, though. You notice the maiden crying. Why does she have to die over something that has nothing to do with her? Perhaps she was cursed from the moment she spoke to you. You wonder if you're cursed as well. You're so filled with anger and frustration that you don't even notice that you've grabbed the underling those traitors blamed everything on. They cry for mercy, saying that they were dragged into this plot knowing they'd be killed if they took your side. They cry that they didn't want to have to kill you. You almost feel sorry for them. Take retribution. You pierce their chest with your claws. They scream. The hero backs away. He is wise not to interfere. They've stopped moving, but you keep digging and twisting your claws into them. It doesn't make you feel any better. The underling's corpse burns along with you and the two humans. Let's go, spiteful overlord. A letter flutters down from beyond the curtain. You found lost letter number 4. Reset the stage. My love, do you remember when we first met? I had just finished one of my scripts. One I was quite proud of, in fact. As I read it aloud, you happened to pass by. What a terrible ending, you said. Why should these poor fools have to die? You were so rude. You wouldn't accept any of my justifications, and yet you managed to convince me. It really would be better if everyone could live in harmony, however unrealistic that felt. I look back fondly on that day even now. I wonder if somewhere you're thinking of it too. Forever yours, Tragedy. Thank you. My wife thinks I'm cute too. I feel like I could be very cute if I tried hard. And thank you. I just got this new overlay and I like it a lot. I think it's very fun. Alright, I just need to do the underling. God damn, every fucking time. Double. Hold on, show. Skip. Okay, reset the stage. Why do I keep doing that? I got this overlay from Etsy, though. I didn't have to make it myself. Thank God. I tried to make my own and it looked like crap. It was just so bad. Alright. Disloyal, antisocial, obedient, trusting, resolute, merciful. Okay, it should be the same, but merciful. There we go. Skippa! Hear her out. Skippa! Kill the Overlord. Skippa! To your surprise, the Overlord spares you. Or maybe she'd rather see you suffer instead. Looking around, you've just gone from one dead end to another. The maiden is crying. The hero is silent. You'll all burn together. Yay! That was the last one. A letter flutters down from beyond the curtain. You found lost letter number 3. Reset the stage. My love, I've been feeling a little depressed lately. Many patrons have come to my theater, but none so far have stayed to experience every tale in its entirety. The critics haven't exactly been kind, but I understand. My stories aren't exactly crowd pleasers. Despite that, you always listened to the very end. I'm grateful for that. I hope to see you again soon. Alright, I gotta do the Maiden's True End again. Skippa. Introduce. Skippa. Obey. Skippa. Skippa. There we go. It can't end like this. You want to answer the Maiden's prayers? You've decided to find a way to save everyone? But retracing the paths you've seen so far, there doesn't seem to be any room to avoid a bad ending. Is there really nothing you can do to keep them all from getting killed in the end? If there's nothing you can do by acting from within their story, maybe it's time to take things into your own hands. Whoa. I'm this guy. You boldly insert yourself into the story and use your incredible power to warp everyone to safety. You didn't know you could do that. But what's going on here? You take a moment to get a good look at yourself. You are you. But why are you pitch black? You feel that this body doesn't accurately represent you, but you move past it. The hero, maiden, underling, and overlord have been staring at you too. They look like they don't really know what they're supposed to do right now. You guess that's because you're usually the one guiding them. What will you say to them? Hi guys. You smile awkwardly and introduce yourself. The maidens is the first to respond. My prayers have been answered. You must be her god? No, you're merely the player. If there was any god here, they'd be the final boss. That's just how these role-playing games go. Now you realize what the real true ending must be. Now. Enough of this. I admit I've been encouraging you all along, but a self-insert story? How passé. You watch helplessly as tragedy descends from the heavens. You didn't honestly believe you were the only one who could force your way into the stage, did you? I am the narrator, storyteller, god of this world. Call me Tragedy if you'd like. Darkness envelops your party. You don't mind... Whoa. Darkness envelops your party. You don't mind if I send each of them back to relive one of their many bad endings, right? You are alone in the darkness with me, Tragedy. I sincerely hope you've been enjoying your time in my theater. Though I can't abide you stealing the show without permission, it's quite disrespectful. I'm sick of all these bad endings. I want to see something new. Are you trying to say my bad endings have gone out of style? You have some nerve. You think defeating me might just be the only way to see a better ending? It's all that's left for you, isn't it? Well, this does sound like it could be entertaining. Show me what you've got. Time to fight God. Let's go. The stage is set for your final battle against me, the god of this world. What will you do? How will you fight against tragedy itself? I'd love to see it. Attack. You try your best to tear me down, but you can't seem to do any damage. You don't truly exist in this world, after all. Oh, is that all? You'll never defeat me like that. You're right. Perhaps you don't understand just how outclassed you are here. Oh, he's so cool! Behold my beautifully tragic tales. Doesn't seeing them all again make your heart ache? You've witnessed all 41 of my painstakingly crafted endings. You must be as much of a masochist as me. I commend your thoroughness. Surely these characters have a special place in your heart. They're still suffering backstage, you know. It's a shame they couldn't make it here, to the end of the world. That's right. You came here to save them. You can't do this alone. Let's go! Summon! You find the hero in his home, hunched over a sewing table. Your sudden intrusion scares the hell out of the poor guy. Are you some kind of demon? You explain that no, you're not a demon. You're... How can you explain it in a way the hero can understand? Instead, you ask what he's sewing. Oh, this? I craft all my own hero gear. You sense his pride in his hobby. You wonder if the costumes are what attracted him to the role of hero. Would you like some clothes? You don't seem to be wearing any. You remember the state of your body and decide that yes, some clothes from the hero would be nice. He's overjoyed by your answer. Apparently his outfits are too gaudy for the townsfolk, so no one else wants them. The true end for the hero suddenly becomes clear. You offer to change his fate. I could make a living as a tailor rather than a hero. Please, tell me what I can do to reach that dream. The hero will now fight alongside you. Let's go! I agreed to follow you, but I didn't expect to face something like this. The hero has arrived. You really couldn't have a final boss battle without him. You're the one who's been killing us, murderer. I can't truly call myself a hero until I see you defeated. We'll see about that. Tragedy attacked with a terrible fate. Oh no, a terrible fate. Willpower. Your reign of terror ends here, Tragedy. I refuse to give in. The hero uses his willpower to overcome tragedy. Wow! Tragedy is reeling. Justice. The hero tries using his belief in justice to fight tragedy. That justice applies to you too, does it not? Will you pay for your own misdeeds? Oh no. Summon. Friends. You happen to find the maiden as she exits the church, her heart set on meeting a demon. Perfect timing. She approaches you, having already taken notice of your odd form. Excuse me, are you a traveler? I have never seen anyone like you before. You explain that no, you're not a traveler. Well, maybe you are, in a sense. You've come all this way. The maiden regards you with excited curiosity. Then perhaps you might be a demon. I was hoping I would meet one today. You think of all the terrible fates that hope would... Whoa. You think of all the terrible fates that hope would bring about. Is that right? Okay, no, I get it. I understand. The sentence was weird. She is the catalyst of this story, after all. My role as a maiden is to be captured by the Overlord, but you see, I've grown so tired of waiting. You remember this part. She wanted to understand her role better, and so... You ask what it is that she's really hoping to gain from this. The maiden is confused by your question. Perhaps it was as simple as wanting to reach the place she felt like she belonged. The true end for this maiden suddenly becomes clear. You offer to change her fate. If there's something I can do to find fulfillment, then please guide me. The maiden will now fight alongside you. Yippee! Friends! What is this horrible creature? You wound me, dear maiden. Is tragedy really such a terrible thing to behold? I remember now. I remember all the awful things you put us through. Then this should be familiar to you as well. Tragedy attacked with a terrible fate. No. Whoop wop wah hope. Our true endings do exist, they simply must. The maiden hopes with all her heart to overcome tragedy. Tragedy is reeling. Summon! You approach the gates of the Overlord's castle. The underling is on guard duty as you expected. They call out to you. The other demon guard is sound asleep. Hey, you're a pretty weird looking intruder. What do you want? You explain that no, you're not an intruder, although you're definitely intruding into their story right now. You tell the underling you've come to save them from a tragedy. Okay, try saving me from boredom first. I hate this job. Me. Me at work for real. The underling snickers. You ask what kind of job they'd rather have. It'd be best if I didn't have to work at all. I just want to live a carefree life and never get bossed around or picked on. You think of the underling's friends who had bullied them into an assassination plot only to betray them in the end. If they kept better company, maybe they wouldn't feel so restless. The true end for the underling suddenly becomes clear. You offer to change their fate. So there's a way that even work can be fun? Sounds fake, but I'll tag along with you just in case. The underling will now fight alongside you. Let's go! Oh, he looks so cute! Look how cute he is. Wait, what the fuck? You didn't say anything about a boss battle. Look how cute! I love him. The underling, huh? You must be desperate to call on such an unreliable ally. If I beat this guy up, all my problems will be over. Oh, but it won't be that easy. Tragedy attacks with a terrible fate. Bye. But tenacity. Knock me down and I'll just come back stronger. Their designs are so cute in this fight. The underling uses their tenacity to overcome tragedy. Tragedy is reeling. Summon. Give me my woman. You enter the Overlord's room, relieved to see the fire contained to the torches on the walls. When you close the door behind you, the Overlord rises from her slumber. Who are you? Have you come to reside in my castle and serve me? You explain that no, you're not here to serve her. It's more like you've come to do her a favor. You ask why she spends all day sleeping instead of commanding her demon army. She laughs in response. Many of my underlings certainly think I should be more aggressive with the humans, like my father before me. His quest for revenge was endless and self-perpetuating. There's a reason I had to destroy him. You can't help but think it's a little late in the game to be getting some new backstory. A little bit. I have no interest in waging war on the humans. I merely wish to be left alone, to live a peaceful, indulgent life in my castle. You realize she must actually be very lonely, only surrounded by soldiers instead of friends. No wonder she gets so attached to the maiden. The true end for the Overlord suddenly becomes clear. You offer to change her fate. My own attempts at peace have been rather imperfect. If you offer a solution, then very well, I will follow you. The Overlord will now fight alongside you. You're so cute. I see. So this is tragedy. Ah, you've brought the Overlord. I don't stand a chance now. You've prevented me from attaining peace for long enough. Prepare to die. I hope you're prepared to face your deaths as well. Tragedy attacks with a terrible fate. No, my terrible fate. Now that the whole party's here, can you solve my final puzzle? Which combination of behaviors will open the path to your true ending? Show me. Ambition. I'll reach my true ending with my own power. The Overlord uses her ambitious nature to overcome tragedy. Wow, this is it. With everyone hearts united, you take an aim toward your best possible futures. You all unleash one final attack to destroy tragedy once and for all. Wow. What could possibly go wrong now? You've done it. You've managed to defeat me. A tragic ending for tragedy itself. I love it. I must thank you all for fulfilling your roles perfectly. Thank you, hero. Thank you, maiden. Thank you, underling. Oh. Sorry, I've been misgendering you this whole time, underling. Thank you, Overlord. Enough of this nonsense. We defeated you, so die already. Don't worry, I'll be making my exit shortly. Finally, thank you most of all. We couldn't have made it here without you. Yes, my bad end theater did contain a truly good ending after all. I apologize for antagonizing you for so long. I wanted to deliver a satisfying story. Was I able to do it? I wonder. I'm satisfied. Thank you. I really appreciate that. Happy endings shouldn't always come easily. Reality is not so kind. But you've earned this one. Here's your true ending. Let's go. Aww. I think there's a post-credits thing. Is this a Vocaloid? I'm not gonna. Look, cute. I was looking into doing Vocaloid stuff. Aww, wow, they're so cute. The music is so good. This game was fun. I liked it. I had a good time. My voice kind of hurts right now, though. A lot of talking for me. This is cute. Ah, the music has a story too. No, this is cute. I hate this. Mwah. Your true end. Show me. Cute. Something's missing. Oh, you're still here? The curtain has closed for the final time. I'm shutting down my theater. There are no more tragedies left for me to tell, after all. Me? You'd like to know why I started this theater. Because I'm obsessed with bad endings, of course. Remove the mask. You gently raise your fingers to the cracks in my mask. Piece by piece, it falls apart into your hands, revealing... Cutie. Wow. I should have warned you, this might affect what you think of my stories. You can't help but compare my face to the maiden's. I'm not her, but it's not like she isn't me, necessarily. That's how it is with fiction. Would you like to hear, not another ending, but the truth? Alright, one last story. You may already know this, but it doesn't have a happy ending. First, I'll set the stage. In this world, there are no such things as demons, or even heroes, really. There was a girl eager to set out to fulfill some sort of destiny. That part was true. She met someone, another girl. A running theme, isn't it? The maiden and the overlord. The two were inseparable, and for a time, everything was just wonderful. But their families, the communities they came from, neither could approve of their relationship. That is the reality for many, and this pair was no different. Despite their best efforts, the world was intent on pulling them apart. We used to like the types of stories where love conquers all, where the strength of your love will put you through any hardship, and everything is okay in the end. I lost her, and then I started this theater. Aw. I was hoping to find you. It's you. It's been so long. I thought I'd never see you again. You always think of the worst endings. I wasn't about to give up just because things got difficult. Why didn't you reveal yourself sooner? I feel like such a fool. I could say the same to you. You knew I could never resist giving your stories a happy ending. So of course I would be drawn to a place like this. Yes, but I didn't think it would actually work. Sometimes everything does turn out okay in the end. Thank you for reminding me of that. I love you. I love you too. Now truly everyone can live happily ever after. Tragedies end. No, it's so cute. What a good game. Mitchie, thank you for playing this game and showing me it because I liked it a lot. It was such a good one. It was a good game, man. Good fucking game. Wow. Not very replayable, and I feel like once you've already seen it, it's not really playable. So I feel a little bad for streaming it, but it was really good. It was a really good game. I'm glad that I played it today. It didn't take me that long. It only took me 2.5 hours. What achievement do I need? I see. There's nothing more to see, my love, but if you'd like to reset. If you really want to experience everything all over again, I'm happy to oblige. No, I don't want to. Never mind. Maybe another time. Maybe another time. Go back to this. Wow. Alright. I think I'm gamed out for the night. Yeah, I'll do that later. I don't want to reset it right now just because I spent so much time doing it. But good fucking game, bro. Good fucking game. Maybe someday. This was fun. I really enjoyed it. I'm kind of glad that Star Rail stopped working. Thanks for following, buddy. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed the last half an hour or so of the stream. I am happy you stopped by. What a game. I'm gonna be thinking about this one for a while, probably. Oh. Anyway, I might be able to stream. It really does feel bad. I try to be chill. I try so hard to be chill. Mitchie thinks I'm chill. Alright. So most likely I will not be able to stream on Thursday. But my wife wants to go see Wicked, so she might go see Wicked, and then I'll be able to stream while she's doing that. We'll see. She's kind of sick right now. But thank you. It's because I'm tired all the time. I'm too tired to be not chill. I do a lot of work. But I'm pretty tired now. My voice hurts from talking. So I'm gonna head out. I appreciate you guys staying here. I had a good time. I had a lot of fun. I'll probably do more visual novels in the future. Short ones like this, because this was a lot of fun. Bye, Michaela. Bye, Mitchie. Bye, Toby. I'm gonna eat a snack, I think. Have a good one, you guys. Where's my ending screen? There it is. Bye-bye.